What's up, everyone? It's Stevie, and I'm back in a third tips video on BedWars Roblox. In this video, we're going to be going through various tips on how to improve your combat, mostly with your crossbow or bow aim, as well as just some techniques that I like to use in rounds to, give me a little bit of an upper hand with other players. So before I begin, though, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. So let's go and hop into these tips. I am going to be focusing on a few different perspectives. So some players like to do like third-person view. I just play way faster and better in first person. I could do all kinds of stuff in first person. I like to focus on first person view. Now, first person does have some cons. So, a little bit of weaknesses. So for example, someone could be behind me and I wouldn't even know it. And whereas, a lot of players like to go third person, which is really great, but I am not a fan of third person games. I do not like third person shooters. And so whenever I'm using the bow, I tend to just go first person. Again, it does have some weaknesses, especially even with like melee. You'll notice that you'll lose your melee target really fast if they hop over you. So you got to be really careful with that. So I would say if you can actually master this on third person, even better. All right, so one of the things I like to do in games, just because I have fun, I'm not trying to be the #1 player in the world, but I will tell you I win almost all my games for the most part, on exception if I'm playing with a team that maybe has some newer players or we get completely focused by the entire server. Sometimes things go, south very quickly. But typically I like to go just, straight up bow because it's fun. I like it. And then at some point it progresses even better. So you can see this person right here is bridging. So we're going to kind of predict her movement. There we go. So yeah, you just kind of lead the movement is important, especially when you're using the bow. Now I'm not using the archer kit here. All right, so I have 5 M's. I just need one more emerald. Hopefully I can get one. Let's see, timer's 14. It's been chaos over here. Gotta keep especially in a smaller map like this, you gotta be super careful. You gotta keep an eye on everything. You gotta keep an eye on bridges, diamonds, everyone in mid. So anyone in special and mid. Oh, so we're getting our 6. So we're gonna go get our crossbow now. This is definitely a sniping map. That's the one thing I did notice about this map early on. So different strategies need to be used for different maps as well. So you gotta be careful with that. In this case, you're going to have a lot of arrows flying everywhere. Now, you do need to make sure you're upgrading your generator. We've got upgrade level 1, so that's good. Now, I'd actually highly recommend if you're actually good at the bow. So you don't need to upgrade your armor. You don't need to get armor for a long time. In my opinion, if you know how to use the bow, you really don't need it. And you can really rely on that knockback when you're in, close range. So you see, I just took out this guy. So let's wait for someone to cross. Okay, they're crossing. So we're going to anticipate, see how I led them. Trying to knock this guy. It's gonna be a long shot. I got him. All right, so now we can actually get better armor. So just in case we do get kind of squished again. So we're gonna go out and hunt some more. Now, if you have the archer kit, you're going to do 20% more damage, by the way. So archer kit is really overpowered. On top of that, it's got that tactical bow you can use. You can see one of the things that I really love about this map is you can actually spawn camp a little bit. So you can actually farm off these guys, and they can't really do much about it if they didn't actually block correctly. So we're going to knock this guy real quick. So we just knocked him. We got another player coming across, so we're going to knock them. So twice knocks, 2 knocks. Okay, so we get 2 knocked. And then this player over here, we can see him. So we're going to go and shoot him a couple times. He's going to try to shoot me. Okay. So if you're out here controlling the map, so there's a difference between camping and control. So map control is very important for M's. If you can have one player controlling this map, especially a good archer or crossbowman, they can actually just kind of circle around. So red's coming out here. So we can actually start shooting red. So we want to get them out of our area. This is our zone. So you want to get them out of here as soon as you can. And it's not hard. You can get rid of them. You just need to knock them. So yellow is still staying at their base. So it's kind of a form of camping, but I consider it map control more than camping. Camping's kind of like, you're just kind of sitting still typically, at least in, games. Camping typically meant that you're pretty much sitting in one spot. That's a camp because you're setting up a tent. That's why that's why we'd always joke about, would you set up your tent? So camping means you're not really ever moving. So like if a sniper's sitting here like this is camping. When you're running around and controlling a resource, that is called map control. You're controlling the map. So in this scenario, it is very important to control the map. You can see they're not getting resources. They can't get diamonds. You see this person's crossing right here. So we're going to try to knock them. There we go. Easy knock. And if you shoot straight down at someone, they still get that same knockback. It's pretty powerful. All right, so we're out of arrows. We need to go replenish. We can see how much iron I've farmed from them. Typically speaking, I don't personally like to buy stuff that can be dropped from falling. I like to be pretty nimble about that kind of stuff. Oh, it looks like I got 9 now. So what we can do is we can actually upgrade this, and then we'll get some diamond armor. We don't really need it, but it's nice to have. And then we're going to go ahead and just get some more of these. Now, this is not about, you know, how to break beds faster. That's a totally separate conversation. But in this video, you know, we're talking about being on the offense, being able to kill players, you know, a lot faster, how to aim better, and how to handle situations like this where, you know, you're maybe outnumbered. Now, in this case, red is pretty much well turtled. People start turtling. That's one of the effects you're going to notice too, is that as you're playing, and especially as you do map control, they start turtling more and more because they're scared. They don't want to come out because you're owning them. So they're just going to do this. They're going to camp with their arrows, and they're going to just kind of bow you over and over and over. And if you can kill them, you're actually going to farm them. They're going to start, you know, running out of resources because they're just buying everything. They're buying, you know, arrows constantly. So if you're just constantly, you know, punching them with arrows like this, I mean, you have a chance to get out. They don't. So, you know, you can see I've got 14 kills already, and they're not able to get out of their base. So we're just kind of circling here. We're looking for people that are trying to get out of their base. At some point, you know, you have this issue where you should have enough to be able to have a fully equipped team too. So you don't want to have a scenario where you're just like, you know, completely farming forever and everyone's turtled and nothing's happening. See, this guy's like determined. He's kind of impatient. He's kind of tired of waiting. I'm actually going to go upgrade my stuff because they're getting aggressive. We're going to take out red. So I'm going to get a upgraded. What does red got? So you got to see what they've got. They got wood. So we're going to upgrade we're going to get an axe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 of these, and I'm going to upgrade this. And I'm going to pour it all over real quick. 1. Got it. So if someone's really targeting you, I would say, you know, go after them as soon as you can, especially if they're starting to go on the offense. That's one thing I like to do. So there's a couple things. If you're, you know, from a bed standpoint, a tip I would have is if someone's really portaling, but someone keeps leaving and attacking you, what you want to do is leave that person, especially if they're going out to diamonds or they're attacking someone else. That's when you go in on them. So we're going to actually do it again, but we're with a different team here. We're going to get a diamond axe real quick, and we're going to take out the other team. All right. So green's already taken. I don't know if yellow. Yeah, all the beds are gone. So, and that's a game. That's a game right there. So let's go get our bow. You know, you don't always have to start with bow, by the way. I do, just because I'm kind of a bow fan. But, you know, there's a lot of players that also use auto clickers. I do not use auto clickers. So auto clickers will definitely give you an upper hand just because the devs actually allow that. I think it's, I can't remember how many clicks, you know, per second you can do, but I think it's like 9 clicks per second or something like that is the max. Much rather it be my actual, like, my click speed, but a lot of players will actually auto click. So let's go ahead and get our bow. I don't know why they use that block. That's like the weakest block you can use. My team's just trying to destroy us. So you can see I'm actually shooting this guy in the center. You know, he keeps popping in the center. So I like to just aim in the center, and I'm going to get him. Because when someone keeps doing this, they can keep doing this all day, but they're always going to end up in the center. That's the main place that they're always going to be at twice per movement. So I like to do that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to actually go... bow is really, really bad, in my opinion. You can totally take someone on with the bow, but if the server is lagging, I'm going to tell you, it's really bad. You're going to have some problems, because even if you're the best bow player in the world, you could be the best BedWars player in the world, and you're still gonna have some issues with that bow lagging. So it's nice to have the sword every now and then, because the sword will actually not pick up that lag as much. So we got our crossbow. What we're gonna do now, this is a little bit easier. It is a faster, you know, arrow, so chances are you're not gonna have the issues with the crossbow. I do prefer the crossbow. It's just it's bomb. So get it as soon as you can if you like. So they're farming diamonds. That's the person I want. I want them to come back. So you want to let them get diamonds before you do stuff. You can pop them once if you need to. Got him on that. So I just took his diamonds. Got 8 diamonds off that. Nice. I guarantee he was sitting there trying to farm enough diamonds to be able to actually, you know, take him back to upgrade their generator. I knocked one. This one's easy. Like he stays in the center, so you just have to aim in the center. A lot of players will do that. They just kind of alternate between the center. There we go. I knocked him. Just got so much iron from that player. So one behavioral thing I will tell you, if you want to bait someone out, it's actually really fun. It happens 100% of the time. I've never had a situation where they didn't take the bait. What you do is you walk up close with your crossbow, okay? So watch this. I'm going to go over there. Actually, red is gone. Red actually bailed. Oh, man. I was going to show you with red. All right, we'll try with green. It might not work with green, but there's 3 of them there. They're turtled as well. All right, so see how I'm getting closer? They're going to hop over in a second. So it's perfect because I want them to hop over, and I can just do this to them. So right here, I'm getting close to them. They're going to want to hop over. They get aggressive. See that? So you just walk up a little closer to them and then you back up and then you walk closer and then you back up. And it works really well if you want to lure them out. Looks like my team's focused on yellow right now. Let's go help them out with yellow. And what I like to do is I just lob at their spawn and we're going to go in now. All right, we're going to knock this guy. So he doesn't realize I've got an advantage on him and he just keeps coming after me. GG. Let's knock this guy as soon as he crosses. He's kind of afraid. See that? All right, we're going to prevent these guys from... Because they're targeting us heavy. I know red is 2. The red's only 3. All right, knock that guy. Got that guy. I've got 10 diamonds. Nice. And the other thing you want to do is you'll notice a lot of players, especially crossbow or even arrows, they'll actually jump when they shoot. And the reason is you're just getting a little bit more of a down angle on them when you shoot. So you don't want the arrow to go above them. You want it to kind of go down towards them. So we just knock that guy. This person's going to cross. They're kind of slow if I recall. So we're going to kind of just tap them. There we go. I mean, this is probably overkill for our defense, but it's not bad. All right, so we got some pearls too. Nice. We're going to finish them off because one of the players on yellow is really slow. So you kind of need to pick, like, I always pick the weakest link at first, or if it's super early game, it depends. It depends. Hello. All right, GG's. We actually won that one, but I mean, a lot of people left. Like even my team crashed. Like it was crazy. So one thing I did not actually include in there is yes, definitely the iron axe is like a one shot on the bed. I don't think it should be, but it is currently one shot on the bed. So if you're trying to get the bed really fast, I would use an iron axe as soon as you can. So especially helpful if they have wood, then it's even easier. So yeah, just use the axe to one shot the bed. It's just so much faster. I was actually thinking that they would fix that, but they haven't. So I'm assuming it's just going to be in here permanently. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, be sure to hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.